have the strongest neodymium magnets available. They're called N52. They're approximately 6 to 8 times stronger than any other neodymium magnet out there. We use the same N52 in our mid-range and woofers. But we actually have a revolution in driver technology because we have no ion distortion. What is ion distortion? Yeah, most drivers use soft iron to focus the magnetic lines around the voice coil form. And the soft iron is damn good at it. I mean, seriously good at it. The problem is it creates it's not symmetrical movements. It means when the voice coil form is moving out of the magnetic gap, it's looking into less and less iron, and when it moves the other way around, you look into more and more iron. And that means 400 Hz out there is not the same as in here. That on linear is any other dynamic driver on this planet, but we don't have it. We have a patent taking away the iron. So we have two rings, an outer ring and an inner ring, and you can see it actually in room 615. We have the drivers up there. So we push these neodymium magnets together, and between this and where we start, we have a copper ring. I thought actually a silver was not good sounding for many years because I was the front figure and one of vice president of Nordost Cables, and I don't know how many years I tried to make a silver conductor sounding good. Silver sounds good, I was wrong. It's more about bad geometry and mechanical stability we are talking about. Silver sounds good. So when we replace that copper ring with silver, what we achieve is a much better conductive material. The inductance is around 8% of what it is, 8% less than in copper. And our drivers, all the drivers have around 10% of the inductance of any other driver on this planet. Inductance is bad because it hates changes in current, instant current. Doesn't allow it. So if you have a driver with high inductance or a cable with high inductance, it cannot move like this. So the edges in the music, I saw your face first time you heard it. Yeah. This one was, what the fuck is it? So we don't have ion distortion. We don't measure our speaker up against any other speaker. We focus on what Wilson or Magic and MPL are doing. Of course we do, we're not stupid. But we are measuring the quality up against the best headphones in the world because they don't have ion distortion. Because even it's a dynamic driver in a Sennheiser or whatever, it only move a few tenths of a millimeter, maybe a millimeter or two, that's it. So it don't create ion distortion. So we compare against the best headphones in the world. And you youngsters, you used to have these headphones on more or less the whole time. Yeah. And that's why we lost a lot of young people for many years. Because you used to have better sound on your headphones than we represent, even some of the finest systems in the world. You said, well, I prefer my headphones. Yeah. So, the woofer is, the reason why we don't like the dome tweeter is that the moving mass to move in a dome tweeter is between 60 to 100 times more moving mass than we have with such a small engine. That means that when people are talking about high race, it's stupid to talk about it if you have a dome tweeter because you don't have it. Because to move more mass means you have to have a higher level of signal before they can move and stop again. So all the micro details in music doesn't matter if you're talking about CD format or even MP3. So the main issue with dome tweeter is the mass. We have no zero mass, so it cannot carry any energy. It's close to zero. That's why you can't hear the tweeter. The dome tweeter, you hear them all the time. The soft dome tweeter, and the diamond tweeter is 100 to 120 times more mass than we have a much smaller engine. So absolutely any speaker we make, dome to them are forbidden because you hear them. The motor system I talked about, but the membrane is Formula One because we have stolen it from Formula One cars. When you go 5-6 years back, when you take what is it called? It's coming. But when you take the curves and so on, you saw the front wings wobbling like crazy.
Yeah.
Today they don't do it in the same way because we use exactly the same technology. The material we use between two fine layers of carbon is Numis honeycomb, and 1 square meter of this have a weight of 20 grams. So our moving part is 5.5 grams in ours, and that's typical between 5-6 to 11-12 grams less moving mass with a much stronger motor system. We believe in quality. So it's not about numbers of drivers, how big they are and how efficient a speaker. Efficiency have a price.